It's your boy DC Moto back at it again on a Benelli 135. Right now, guys, we pushing 180 miles on this bike here. Almost 200, which leads me to actually by the end of this video, I will have 200. Headed on my way out to work this morning, this beautiful morning. What the hell was that? I got kind of close to that bird. But anyway, headed out to work this morning. Figured I'd give you guys a quick update and probably a 200 mile review on this Benelli 135. And as you guys already can notice in my voice, it's amazing. I'm still enjoying it, still love it. It's definitely a sleeper. I don't know who all knows about this over here in the US, unless you actually seen one personally on the dealership floor. They are at select dealerships, just like any other bike, any other sponsored dealership. I know we have, one, maybe two dealerships here in Georgia that carry them. Outside of that, I don't know if you would have seen one, maybe on the streets. Or online somewhere, but yeah, so far so good. So far real good, actually. Definitely worth the money. Number one thing, definitely worth the money. There's a lot of good things, there's a lot of great things. And maybe a few bad things, obviously, with a China production bike. The quality may slack just a little bit, but not as much as you would expect, coming from a China production vehicle or motorcycle. Don't think it's anything of a knockoff. Not a knockoff at all. I have to give you guys a good walk around, which I haven't done yet, but hopefully I'll get done by the time I put this video out. This bike here, I feel, has just about all of the good attributes you would put on a motorcycle, but parts come stock, like all of the aftermarket parts you would want to put on your bike after you get it, after you paid your money. You have to dump more money into it, trying to get it up to your liking, whether it's looks wise, performance wise. But this comes with most of it out of the off the showroom floor. One thing, these handlebars, I love these handlebars here. Has that nice curvature. See, me personally, I don't really have much experience with these smaller bikes, but I know a lot of people go to, especially when they're gonna stun it out, they go get these riser handlebars and they get that lift on, especially the guys that's a little bit bigger, like myself. You want to have an extra lift on those handlebars so you can ride with more comfortable style, and also maybe pop a couple wheelies here and there. But but yeah, that's one thing. I love these handlebars. They fit amazing, and they make you feel like you belong on this bike. It's not like you're riding a little mini moto and you're riding around like a big old gorilla. It actually makes you feel comfortable. You don't have to do any alterations to it, for the most part, depending on how tall you are. I'm about 5'11", 6 feet, so I fit pretty comfortable on this bike. Man, another thing that got me really good was these mirrors. They surprisingly work pretty well. I like the curvature here. It breaks out there. Same thing on this side. You can actually see behind you. Jerk. I know he's seen me. He or she. A she. That looks like a he. But I to each his own. She might be going for her manly look this morning. Who knows? But anyway, we're just out here riding. Apparently people can't see you as well as you think they can. Definitely one of the negatives in this situation. I almost got ran into 2 times within a matter of what maybe 50 yards at the most. Whew. Pay attention, people, pay attention. But yeah, I think I was just looking at some upgrades. One thing also, while I'm on that review standpoint, headlights. You guys probably can't see the amount of illumination I have in front of me. It's a little light outside. It's also a bit foggy as well. But yeah, illumination, light-wise, headlight-wise, not all that great. That right there is what's labeled as the pass button. It has both the high beam and the low beam on. I'm probably gonna get a switch that I can reroute that button to. That way I can keep both the high beam and the low beam on at all times, for now at least, until I decide what I want to do as far as headlight setup. But yeah, that would be nice, because apparently people cannot see you riding at this time of the hour. Normally I'm riding broad daylight, but my decided to ride to work this morning, so things changed up a little bit. Woo! This is some dense fog. I can't even see too well in this thing. Probably picked the wrong day to ride this bike this morning, because I can't see myself in this fog. But anyway, we'll see how this works out. I hope you guys can see. Don't think it's covering too much of the outside, so I'll give you guys a quick wipe. Here we go. Anyway, yeah, so that's the headlight situation. Turn signals, I love the turn signals, especially in the rear. They already come integrated basically to the tail end of the motorcycle. Not necessarily integrated into the tail light, but into the tail end on the rear fender. You have your tail lights are on each side, and they're a nice clean look to them. Love those, most definitely. I guess since we're talking about the tail end, we'll go over the license plate bracket. That thing is, I like it personally. I like it. Normally you'll see something like that on when the license plate bracket sits so far down on the tire, when you got a single-sided swing arm or something like that, something cool like that. But this one does not. This one has a regular swing arm that supports on both sides. So me personally, I think it's a cool touch. I think it's nice. Tire wise, me personally, I haven't done any racing or anything crazy, no carving corners or nothing like that as of yet. So I think the tires are fine to me. They're grip enough for what I have to do with them. So we're all good. I like the look. The rims look nice. I believe they're 12 inches, if I'm not mistaken. You know, overall decent. Fitting wise, my fitment is pretty good, being 5'11". I kind of get right up under the right in the groove right here where the knees are when I sit back on the seat. Not necessarily on the passenger seat. If I sit back passenger wise, I kind of got all that space there and my arms are stretched forward as if I'm riding a sport bike, or a cruiser, I guess. But yeah, I'm really feeling the comfortability. Speaking of that, this seat is amazing. I won't say pristine, but it's amazing to the point where it feels great up until, you know, about 30 minutes or so, you know, 40 minutes, typical decent seat wise, stock seat wise. Your butt will start to get a little numb, but you make one of those slight movement and you're back good. You're good for another 30 minutes or so. There's a ton of cushion in there. I have to do a squeeze test for you guys. There's a ton of cushion down there on this driver's seat. Heck, even the passenger seat has a good amount of cushion on it. So when you do decide you want to cruise a bit and sit back on that passenger seat, stretch your legs out, there's still a lot of decent protection, a lot of decent cushion back there for you. Man, these grips, the grips here, they're decent, not comfortable, but you know, they're alright. Coming from stock. Levers, brakes are great. Obviously you guys may or may not know already, the rear brake is linked to the front brake. So as you press the rear brakes, the front brake also engages, just as a safety feature, I guess, for newer riders. That feature for newer riders, that feature is in effect, so you don't lose traction in the rear. I guess low side the bike, but on the downside, if you press the brakes that hard with this setup, you'll probably lose traction in the front as well. Which will cause you to downside anyway. So I don't really care for that feature. I know Brembo makes a braking system now for this bike here, so I would consider it. I'm not really that much into sliding out the back tire that much, although I do want to a bit. So we'll see what the future holds. Looking for that 6th gear right there. There we go. But we'll see what happens with that. We'll see. But the front brakes are for the just for the front. This front brake lever up here just operates the front brake, nothing else. So definitely stoppies will be in full effect. Endo, stoppie, whatever you want to call them. Handling wise, man, this bike cuts corners like no tomorrow. Obviously it's a smaller bike, a little bit better handling. You can't get down to well, you're gonna get down and drag a knee, I'm sure, if you wanted to. I don't know about all that. For me, especially not out here riding on these streets. Maybe if I get to do that track day I'm considering, not on a big track, obviously, a little go-kart track, things might work out a little better. This exhaust, one of the pride and possessions. Man, I love this exhaust. One of the main reasons I bought this bike. Let you guys hear it for a second. That note is nice. It's nice. Not the best. That's why I got a special part on order for this exhaust. I love the canister, which will become the slip-on, kind of. We'll see how that works out. Definitely gonna works out something for that one. And give you guys a good little update pretty soon on that. So definitely look forward on that pretty soon on this channel. As I said before, a lot of parts that come on this bike already that don't really need upgrading. But there's a few things I definitely want to do as far as add-ons. Then obviously upgrades. These levers, they're nice, they work pretty decent. They do what they have to do, but they gotta go. The silver, not too much of a fan of the silver chrome look on the levers. A lot of silver on this bike I'm thinking of considering about getting rid of, like the handlebars. I want to keep them. I may just powder coat them. We'll see how that works out. Obviously there's a lot of powder coating going on nowadays, so we'll see. I might be able to get a nice little setup for this the handlebars here and the riser. So we'll see how that works out. The mirrors, I like the mirrors, to be honest. I believe I'm gonna keep them for now, at least. I'm gonna keep my mirrors and run with them. They work pretty good for me, which is kind of something hard to get, is good mirrors. So apparently we'll run with those. Trying to consider which way I want to go. I think I'll go the front way this time. There's a couple curvy corners. We'll take you guys down, see how that works out. Speed wise and power, this bike here has some pretty decent power. Let's see, cutting through the traffic, it definitely does the speed limit. I've gotten it up, as you guys seen in the previous video, I've gotten it up to about 67, going downhill, full force, maxing it out. I mean, bouncing off the rev limiter, it was going. But I imagine that probably wasn't the actual top speed. I'm sure the speedometer is off, a mile or so, a couple miles. But this thing can really go for its size. It can go. Actually, 67. Wait a minute, that don't sound right. Was it 76? We'll have to figure that out. Or we'll just have to do another top speed run. Especially after I do that little exhaust change up that I'm talking about. We'll definitely do another high speed run. And compare the two to see how quick I can get up to that top speed of this Benelli. But anyway, guys, just here cruising. A small little review. Right now, as expected, we're sitting at 194 mile wise, almost at that 200 mile mark, which will put us right on point for this video. So definitely stay with me. We've got a lot of interesting things coming up on the channel, a lot of fun, exciting adventures to come, upgrades, parts. I don't know if they're going to be how-to videos, but I'll definitely be changing some things, put it on video, let you guys see what it entails, oil changes. I still haven't looked at the manual yet. Don't shoot me. I have not looked at the manual yet, so I don't know what's the break-in miles. I definitely will take a peek at it before I swap that exhaust out. After the first oil change, it might be at 200 miles. I'm probably gonna do the oil change after this ride here. After I get home, I'll probably swap the oil out. Actually, you know what? I gotta wait for my filter to come in, which I ordered this past weekend. Oil changes look really, really simple. No fairings to remove, which is awesome. So that should take maybe about worth of labor, maybe about 15 minutes at the most. Obviously, time kind of runs away from you as you wait for all the oil to drip out, but we'll see how that works out. Yeah, definitely get that. Make that oil change video, first service video for you guys. Run through all the nuts and bolts of this motorcycle and make sure everything is still tightened up pretty good. Haven't had any issues as of yet, thankfully. Hopefully everything stays tight as it should. But outside of that, definitely a great bike for the money, a great bike overall. With money being aside, would I pay Grom money for this bike? Maybe. Not much. I mean, this bike is only about $1,000 cheaper, US dollars cheaper than the Grom, and maybe about $500-600 cheaper than the Z1000. Z1000, yeah, of course. Okay. The Z125. Yeah, I'll definitely pay $125 for this bike. Money I would, especially being that it's 135 cc's. Yeah, guys, definitely let me know what you guys think in the comment section. You like the bike, love the bike, interested in the bike, just heard about the bike, whatever you guys got, let me know. Any questions you got about the bike, drop them in the comment section. I'll be sure to reply with my personal opinion. I'm not too big on specs. Don't really care how much torque it makes, how much horsepower, which is roughly about 11, I think, somewhere around there. Doesn't matter to me. My personal preference is rider experience. All I care about is experience. I don't really care about horsepower, which kind of gives you, all that stuff. It plays a part in your experience. Obviously, you got 1 or 2 horsepower. You may not have as much fun on as something that has 11 or 12, 15 horsepower. So it definitely takes a part in there. But going in and digging into the specs and boring you guys with all the specs of the bike doesn't really matter. There's enough of those videos out there. You can definitely check them out. I'm sure you probably checked them out already. But yeah, I'm just about the excitement aspect, the looks, excitement and looks. That's where I'm at. Looks cool, feels cool, rides cool. You got me. Design wise, loving it. The bike is a clean bike, a cool bike. Definitely a eye turner. Neck breaker, whichever one you want to use. I've broken a lot of necks as I ride by. And they're like, whoa, wait a minute. I had a lady the other day on driving some pickup truck, was like, what type of bike is that? I'm like, Benelli. What type of bike is that? Benelli. So of course she couldn't hear me over my super loud exhaust down there. That's not that loud, really, kinda, a little bit. But yeah, she'll get the picture eventually someday. I think she might have wanted me to pull over, but I gotta go punch the clock. Didn't want to be too late. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about this bike. As I said previously, woo! Check these brakes out. Is that a little skirt action? So you can skirt the tire out. Just shift down a little earlier than you normally would. Get a nice little engine rev, and you get to skirt the tire. Let's see if you guys stay with me to this 200-mile hit. Here we go, guys. Red line is shifting her up. $198. Let's go. Can we do it on this pool right here? Downhill action. Let's get it up there. $199. gotta get some gas. $1.99, guys. $1.99 and counting. Trying to get that 200 mile mark on the camera. Keep looking down to see if we made it. Not quite yet. We'll get there. There we go. 200, baby. Gotta get some gas. 200 miles. What do you know? Pull over right here at this gas station. Not gonna get any gas from here, but want to take a quick picture of this 200 miles. There we go. 200 miles, guys. 200 mile mark. Let's get it. I need gas. I need gas bad. Let's see. Where am I gonna get gas from? I don't know. She jumps around a little bit. She says you need gas, you don't need gas. You need gas, you don't need gas. We'll see what actually happens. I don't want to push her all the way down to E. But yeah, we'll see about that. Uphill battle. What is this? Head road. Anyway, guys, we made that 200-mile mark. Just wanted to give you guys this review video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked it. Hope I hit some good points for you guys. That way, help you guys out in decision-making factor. Let you guys know. Maybe informed you guys on a new bike out on the market. Maybe, maybe not. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Anyway, like, subscribe. I definitely want to see you guys back to see the next video. Check out some of this action over here on the back roads. 68, 69, let's ride. Passing cars, guys, passing cars. I'm telling you, don't be a sleeper. Don't be a sleeper on the 70 miles per hour. We're not doing. We might, I don't know. That car's getting back there a little bit, so we might be pushing that 71, 72 miles per hour, wide open throttle, redlining. You kind of believe it. We staying up with the Challenger, kind of. He's up there, but he hasn't pulled too far ahead of us. Let's keep it going, guys. Keep it going a little bit uphill. But yeah, that car's back there. Me personally, I think the speedometer is kind of on point a little bit. I have to get my phone mount on this bike, and we'll do a little GPS tracking and see what's really going on with the miles per hour on this bike. How far is it off? If it is really off, I don't know. Our standards are pretty high over here, I'm sure. So 75, 76 again. I'm pretty sure that car is doing a speed limit of 45, 50 miles per hour, maybe even 55. Yeah, we're looking pretty good, guys. Anyway, like I said, like, subscribe, a little speed run for you guys at the end of the video. Definitely, I want you guys to see more. I hope you want to see more, and it's definitely a good encouragement for me to make more videos, put more videos out for you guys, for your enjoyment. Like, subscribe. Check your boy out in the next video. Always some good stuff. Great to see you. Love you. Yeah, let's get this throttle therapy.